So, what does it mean to encourage the heart? That is a topic, I guess, that you've asked us to give another comment on. And what will I do in my life as a leader to encourage other people and to encourage the heart as related to other people? Let me use this analogy, and we'll leave you think about it for a little bit. But what I'm going to ask that you do to encourage the heart, and what I'm going to do to encourage the heart of others, I'm going to honk like a goose. That's right. You heard me say it. I'm going to honk like a goose. Now let me explain. One of the greatest thrills that I get is coaching soccer in the summer. And what I like about it is I like the fact that, number one, I get active in the game, and number two, I'm allowed to get animated on the sidelines. Because as a coach, my job is to encourage, motivate, drive my team of girls and boys to success in the soccer field. Now that's done in a couple of different ways. One of those is giving them constant direction about where to be on the field, what to do differently, what's working, what's not working, how the opponent is competing against them, and help them out. That includes correcting behavior that might not quite be working on the field. The other thing that I do is that I reward them in some way or another with high fives, yelling of encouragement, whatever it might be, to let them know what they've done right on the field as we succeed. And when we score a goal, I get to jump up and down and scream just like they do and high five them when they come off the fields. That's a pretty awesome feeling. That's how I encourage the heart of 8, 9, 10-year-old boys, 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old girls as they're on the soccer field competing at the highest level that they can to win and to get better and to learn. So what does it mean to honk like a goose? Some of you may have read the book Gung Ho by Ken Blanchard. If you haven't, I would strongly suggest that you do. But in that book, he talks about and uses some Native American analogies, and he uses animals to help get his message across. One of those animals that he uses is the goose. And when you think about the goose, and they fly in that V formation, right? As they go further back, they're saving energy, correct? But that one little goose up in front, man, he's got a lot of work to do up there. He's got to drive the force of that whole flock flying in that V towards their direction. And he's got to work at that as hard as he can. So what do you do if you're a goose behind him? You honk at him. And you honk at him with encouragement. And you just go, honk, honk. No! You get excited. You honk, honk, honk. And you give that guy all the encouragement he can because you know how hard a job that is up front. And you're going to be up there in a second after him. He's going to get tired and he's going to move to back. And you know what he's going to do when he's up there? He's going to honk at you too. And he's going to encourage you to do the best job that you can while you're up in front. That's what it means to honk like a goose. That's what it means to encourage the heart. If those other geese behind him weren't honking at him with everything they had to encourage him along, they wouldn't be able to slide back in the V and rest a little bit while that one goose was up there working hard for the rest of the team. Sometimes you're a supporter as a leader, and sometimes you're the lead goose. And it's just like being on the sidelines. My job on the sidelines as a coach with those soccer teams is to be one of the geese in the back, encouraging my girls and boys to play as hard as they can. Number one, I'm not in shape to get out there on the field anymore, and I'm a little too old. But I want them to be the best that they can. So I tell them what they need to do differently to get better, and I reward them and encourage them when they do something right. And I support them. And I do that in my business world too. That's what I do to encourage the heart as a leader with the people that I come in contact with every day. I honk like a goose.